talk about Vincenzo. Oh my god, man! I finished the last episode yesterday night, and it was so good. Oh my gosh. Okay, actually, I don't really ship the two main characters, but I just love Song Joong Ki, and then how like all the side characters are so good at acting, and oh my god, they're all so different, and they have like different like quirks to their personalities, and it's just like so fun to see. And it's a very very dark drama with like the mafia teams and stuff, right? But then they still manage to like have all those like fun elements and like little funny parts. Oh my god, I cannot, it's so good. Okay, my favorite side character is An Tim Jang Nim. Yeah, like I can't remember his name. An Ki Sok, is it? Yeah. Then because I don't know, like he's like such a die-hard fan of Vincenzo, and then it's like he's throughout the whole series, unlike like some stars who appear for cameos. That person who oh my god, wait, let me Google what's his name. Wait. I have to casually push this out of the way. Oh, this uncle is so cool also, like when he did his action scenes and everything, like oh my god, man. And this actress is also super pretty, and like her character is like amazing. Oh my god. So I just want to say that after I finished watching yesterday, right, I went to search all their you know how they like promote on YouTube, and then they have like shows and stuff. So I watched this like variety, right? And there was this scene with the two monks, and then I just died, man. Like oh my god. Oh, I love like Chef Toto at the start, when like he was so sad about how Vincenzo would like criticize his cooking, and then I was like, my heart went out to him. But then after that it was like okay already, so my heart went to this person, An Ki Sok. Like oh my god. Wait, I can't remember why I came here. Oh, to find the cameo person. Oh gosh, do you think he'll be here? Yeah, this one. Oh my god, the Hwang Min Song. Oh wow, I've seen him in Prison Playbook, and then now he's like acting as this like side character, right? Oh my god, he acts so well. And then this whole show is just like everyone is simping over Song Joong Ki, myself included. Like they want to hug him, like you see this character is attracted to him. And then also there was another character, this one, the Chang Han So, he was like, his character arc was so good like he was like stupid at first, like he's foolish, and then blindly being controlled by his brother. Then he tried to like overtake his brother, so like he tried to be as evil as him, but then he failed. And after that he went to side with Vincenzo, and then he went to study more. And then like there was a part where his hair is like put up throughout the whole show until like towards the end, then they let his hair down. I think it also signifies that he's like changing like becoming a good person. And then he was like on such good terms with Vincenzo. Okay, let's all say at Vincenzo. And then like he had to die, which made me so sad. Like he was just starting to run the company properly, and then like have such a good relationship with Vincenzo, who he treated like a real brother. Yeah, but still my favorite character is An Ki Sok, because he's just amazing. Yeah. So now I'm currently watching this one, True Beauty. I tried to watch Love Struck in the City, but then I didn't really like the first episode, even though it's just 30 minutes, right? I was getting bored already, so I decided to change to this one, and it's like keeping my attention so far. So yeah. let me just like quickly talk about the books that I read so far for the Asian Readathon. It's currently 25th of May. I have like, how many days are there in March actually? Is it 30 or 31? Let me check. There's 31 days, so I'm left with 6 days to read, to finish Spin the Dawn and Know My Name. I've decided to give up on the second book. I'll just read it in June because anyway, like I only wanted to read the first book, so it doesn't have to be the series. Yeah. So far, okay, I finished the. Oh my god, let me go get it. Wait. Okay, so the first book I finished for the Asian Readathon was actually this one, My Giant Geek Boyfriend. I finished it in like an hour, within 30 minutes because it's so thin. Yeah, I finished it like, probably in an hour or something. I gave it 4 stars. Mostly because it was a cute story and it was like a quick read. Yeah, nothing much to say about this though. It was just like cute. It's about their relationship and how like their height difference, because this person is like 190 plus and she's like, how tall is she? Wait, let me check. No, I remember seeing it somewhere. Help. Okay, she's 158 and he's 199. Yeah, he's here. Yeah. So, and their relationship and how cute it is. Yeah, so I don't really have much things to say about that. The second one is 10 Things I Care About Pinky. That's the third book in the Dimple and Rishi like series, like world. And it's about Pinky and who's the guy? I've totally forgot. Samir. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Samir. Yeah. Okay, out of all the 3 books, right, that is my least favorite because I didn't really feel like their tension between them. It was like an enemies to lovers thing, but it was just okay. I couldn't really feel their chemistry. Yeah, so I gave it 3 stars. Yeah, and I didn't really have much thoughts because I was like very very bored of the story. Like I don't know if it's because I don't really like Pinky as a character or because like those 2 characters are not really fleshed out to me, but and also maybe because like I took some time to read the third book, so I totally forgot like who Pinky and Samira were in like the previous books, and I didn't reread them before like reading this one. Yeah, so it might have an impact on my experience also. Okay, the 4th book is Shine by Jessica Jung, and it was okay. I think I gave it like 3 stars also. My reading this year hasn't been great, guys. Okay, I just gave it 3 stars, yes. Okay, so in this one, we talk about, I think I gave you the synopsis already, right? But it's just about this girl, Rachel, who is a trainee in DB Entertainment, and then she like has to train to debut, and then like whether her chances of debuting are there or not. And she has like this girl called Mina who like can't stand her, maybe because like how she's like one of the trainees that, because Rachel is one of the trainees that is like more noticed by the people, like the executives and stuff, and Mina is like under a lot of pressure from her family, who is like this like hotshot who opened like a lot of supermarkets in their town or something. So Mina comes from a rich family, and then like it helps her with like to get ties with the executives and stuff. So yeah, she's under a lot of pressure to debut as well. And then she meets Jason. I didn't really like their relationship actually, because Jason is like so oblivious about the sexism in the industry, right? And then he just like shrugs it off when Rachel tries to like tell him about it. And then they kept like breaking and coming back together, and I didn't really understand why, because it's like once they like the first time, okay, when they came back together, I was like, okay, fine, maybe it was like not that big of an issue. But the second time, I felt like they shouldn't have come back together again before they split again, you know. But yeah, and then it was very interesting to see like all the references about Korean culture and how Rachel like likes this kind of food, that kind of food, and it's all Korean stuff, right? And then she talks about like how she feels the pressure about debuting because her whole family like uprooted themselves to move to a different country for her, and then also like how and how she also like feels like an outsider because she's like Korean American, right? So she doesn't feel like she belongs to either culture. And also like we got to see a lot more of what happens behind the scenes, like when trying to debut and stuff. But like how do I put this? It read a little young. Like this is YA, but it feels like the younger side of YA. And like there's a second book to this, which I get that there are a lot of things to talk about in the Korean K-pop industry, right? But like the way that it like, so the first book is about like the road to debuting, and then like the challenges that comes with it. Then I feel like the second book is going to be like the challenges that come after debuting. Yeah, and it's just like I don't think I'll pick it up the second book because the first book didn't really impress me anyway. Like it really reads quite young, even though the issues are important. It doesn't like suit the writing pace isn't for me, like especially like for the dialogue and stuff. Like it's not as bad as other books that I've read before, but it's still like on the younger and cheesier side of things. So yeah, probably not gonna pick up the second book. And so far I'm currently reading Spin the Dawn. I'll put the picture here. Like it's a Mulan retelling, I think, with like a fashion side. And like I've seen like other booktubers reviewing the book and saying how like they wanted the fashion part to be longer, but for me when I actually read it, I was actually quite bored of the fashion part. Like I was very like happy when we finally moved on from that. So like yeah, I guess different people have different tastes, and so far I'm like enjoying like the relationship between, I don't know how to pronounce, Eden and Maya. Yeah, but I'm like about 2/3 of the way through, so I still have the last part left. So yeah, I don't really have much thoughts about it. It's just like an okay read. When will I read my first 5-star read of the year that isn't a read? I also don't know. Okay, I haven't read Chanel Miller's Know My Name yet, so yeah, hoping to pick it up soon.
다리가 따라니, 따라니.
公司안 좋아하더니 그건 그런데 좀 도와주라. 어떻게 받아줄 거야? 와 진짜 멋있다. 아, 저거는 저거 안동 관리를 먹겠는데?
영화에서 나와서 지금 현실에서 극혐.
에 막상 들어보니까 저거 보면서
미쳤어? 아, 진짜.